I was Spider-Man, and I was Batman, and I was Iron Man, but I wear many masks. Today I'll be interviewing Justin Perry. You are creator. How are you doing today?
I am magnificent. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much. Before I want to, do all the questions, I'm really grateful for your channel. It's very inspiring for many people to attract great things. And that's including me. Um, for I remember back then you have tons of videos. It was on the law of attraction. It has all the celebrities, right?
Right?
But there's one particular video that impact my life more than any other video, and that is Ernest Holmes. Ernest Holmes was when he spoke, it resonated with me. When I walk, I would walk down the street onto the bus. I would listen over and over and over again. What he said is so true. Now, why did you build your creator YouTube channel?
Because I felt as if this information can change the world. People need to understand and know that their thoughts are creating the world around them. What you think about becomes your reality. And this is something that I didn't realize growing up. But when I got this information, something something inside of me told me to share this information with as many people as possible. So, I mean, this is what I'm doing.
Right. Thank you so much for that. It's very interesting that long time ago I created a YouTube channel and you comment on one of them. It's you have so many um, subscribers and so many time, but you engage with you comment on my YouTube channel. It's very interesting. You were the first one to comment. Why is that? I was interested.
You know what? You know what? Seriously, I mean, I'm not sure which video that was, but I mean, if I felt compelled to do it, then I did it. I don't know why.
Okay. I'm on a mission to actually to break the paradigm of the law of attraction. Uh,
Okay.
I know that there's so many. The reason why I'm compelled to it's my mission because I think that I listened to one of your video and you were talking about Joe Rogan. You know, I think that The Secret has impacted my life too. Like the law of attraction. I'm all for the law of attraction, but there are some people who are like just studying the like because I've been like interviewing so many experts for the law of attraction, Bob Doy from the movie The Secret, and so many. But I see that people who study the law of attraction, but they don't get the results that they want. So that's why I'm frustrated. I become frustrated to the point I was like, whoa, I know that there's many different aspects because I read, Bob Proctor stuff and, Brian Tracy stuff. So so what was your experience like when you when you, because I listened to you, you said you listened to The Secret or something? How do you get into that?
Well, okay. So thing gets I started. Okay. So true story. I was, I was always fascinated in in success. And I didn't understand why everything I tried to do would fail. Everything I tried to do would fail. And I didn't understand why. So one day after work, my friend Kevin Davenport sat me down and we talked about success and everything. And he said, Justin, there is a video you have to watch called The Secret. And after you watch it, you will understand why certain things happen to you in your life. because I had major failures, man. I mean, embarrassing, ground shaking failures. Okay. So after I watched that film, everything made sense to me. It felt as if I already knew this information, but somehow forgot it. Somehow forgot this information. And this changed my life. It changed my life because in that moment, I knew how to create anything I wanted, manifest anything that I desired, because I understood that everything started with the mind. You will attract what you think about. You will become what you think about most often. 120%, you know? Um, but first I have to prove that to myself. I have to prove to myself that my thoughts were creating my reality, you know? And that's what I did.
Thank you so much. When you how, did you, as you begin to understand that the power is within us, did you do like tons of research, or how did you like get all the because I know that you listen to audiobooks. How did you like do research or something? Or
What thing is, the best the best evidence is self-evidence, proving things to yourself, right? So the one situation that made me a firm believer in the law of attraction is when I consciously manifested a blue apple. Okay? So my intention was to find something so ridiculous that if I could manifest something so silly as a blue apple, this would prove to myself that this law really works. So every single day I would just visualize holding and seeing a blue apple, right? For about maybe 7 days, I would just visualize holding and seeing a blue apple. Fast forward 1 month, my wife and I, we went to a store and I ran into a shelf full of blue apples. Now, thing is, these apples, I believe they were ornaments, I believe. But I manifested my blue apples. I said, okay, this is crazy. This is absolutely insane. Because if I can manifest something as silly as a blue apple, success shouldn't be a problem. Money shouldn't be a problem. Love shouldn't be a problem. And that's what I did. So, thing is, for anyone listening, you must prove to yourself that this universal law of attraction really works. But it starts with you. Start off small. Start off manifesting small things. And sooner or later, those small wins add up to big wins. And that's what I did. That's what I did. It's crazy. True
yeah,
story.
yeah, it's a powerful story. Um, as I listened to a couple of your interviews, you resonate and with me a lot. You're a very big thinker. You're like, because sometimes when I go down to the path of trying to, because I'm just beginning and I'm just teaching the law of attraction, but I have experience in myself. I test it. When I remember the time that I manifest a crazy thing where it's because I try to explain in details, but my mind will like jumble. I remember when I was watching. Actually, it all started when the lady, the therapist, she gave me a formula called self-fulfilling prophecy.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's during when I was having a hard time when it was like what 2011, 2013. I was spiritually awakened. I was going through the dark night of the soul. I realized we're in the matrix. Most people can't see that we're in the matrix and they're living in a dream world. That's my message for people that. but it's almost as if that the universe corresponds to our inner world, right? Now, for you took personal action, right? Because I remember every time I take the action when I believe that happened, you took personal action, right?
For sure, for sure, for sure. You know what? Nothing really happened in my life until I acted on it.
Right. And
Nothing happened in my life until I actively took action. So for me, action is crucial for the completion of any manifestation. Now, thing is, there is two types of action. There is inspired action and momentum action. Inspired action is when you feel prompted by your intuition or your gut to do something or to go somewhere or to call someone. Momentum action is any type of action just to get the ball rolling. But I found that they both work. So action is always the key to complete any manifestation,
right, it's
in my
really
opinion.
yeah, yeah. Thank you so much for that. Like it's really because I've been trying to get the message out there, like anything that happened in my life, whether it's attracting the thing that I want, it's always through intuition. I believe that intuition and the law of attraction go on in hand. And every time I take the like whether we think a thought, whether we feel it with the emotion, and we start to take action, things come to you. You know
Right,
that that's what I see. And but it's sometimes people, because I see other sides where people wait for things to happen and they become frustrated you know because I look up to Bob Proctor a lot, and he always quote where people, if they don't see the circumstances, they make things happen, you know
right,
and
right, for
right.
sure, for sure. I mean, action. You know, one of my favorite books is Lessons of the Light by Sandra Rogers. It's a very small book, but basically, Sandra died and come. Uh, Sandra died and came back to life. Okay, and she came back with enormous amounts of knowledge and wisdom. And she said that thought is the beginning of creation,
Mm,
but thought and construction and action completes the manifestation.
mm,
So first you think about it, you dream about it, you visualize it, you make it real in your mind's eye, right? But without action, nothing happens.
yes.
Everything starts with you. Everything starts with you. This is an action reaction based universe. So you must take the first steps. Even if you aren't sure, even if you don't believe, take the first steps. And by taking the first steps, you will attract the energy that will cause you to finish the manifestation and believe. But everything starts with you. All you need is small faith. And through action, that small faith can grow, can rise. But it starts with the first step.
Mm.
Action. Small action, but just get the ball rolling. That's my advice.
Wow, that's so powerful, man. Oh man, I was listening, I was like, wow, that's incredible. You are truly right. This reaction. um I when because I listened to your interview, and it piqued me. My interest is you don't like the 9 to 5. I don't either. Can you tell me about the 9 to 5? Because I think that I we live in this world
Right.
where people are trapped by the mentality of others and the
Yeah.
way that the masses is thinking, and it really pissed me off when people co- to succumb to the social proof of the world. Because I know
Right.
because I read a little bit about psychology, And we live on, people always regurgitate about perception is reality. And yet people do not understand that that is truly is because it's the same thing. I know that people don't see it, but it's the like when it comes to the law of attraction, I can see that, the law of attraction is almost the same thing as a confirmation bias. Confirm, right? That's what most the reality people do. And it would piss me off when people have this certain view, but I know that it's everybody have their own, point. That I respect that. That's why I respect people' perspective. But can you talk about your 9 to 5 and how you don't?
Yeah. So, okay. So, from my standpoint, from my opinion,
Mhm.
the system that we live in was to create it to make us almost as if we are rats in a rat race. Rats in a rat race. When we go to school, they don't teach us to be leaders in school. The whole function of school is to make better workers. Better workers. So for me, my mind doesn't work that way. Meaning, some of us are born to be leaders. Some of us are born to be to think outside the box. Okay. Um, for me, working a 9 to 5 was hell on earth. It was hell on earth. You know what? You know what? Like, it felt like I was going crazy every day. Okay? Because I was working at Ford Motor Company on the assembly line for 13 hours a day, doing the same thing over and over and over again. And the people that I worked with, they were fine with it. They were totally cool with spending 13 hours a day doing the same action, same movement over and over again. Now, thing is, if you have a 9 to 5 job that you love, keep doing it. Keep doing it, baby. But for me, I'm a little different. Because for me, my life path is freedom. It's freedom. Freedom to explore God's wonderful creation. Freedom to co-create my reality with all that is. Freedom to see the world. To enjoy luxury, abundance, prosperity. The one thing that gives us freedom in the physical plane is money. Now, thing is, most people, don't want to hear that, but it's true. Money gives us freedom in the physical world to do what we want to do, with who we want to do it with, and how much we want to do it with those people. So for me, when I understood that I could attract anything into my reality, including money, I consciously decided to become a money magnet. Therefore, I don't have to work for anybody to survive. Everything that I need is already within me. Through my talents, through my gift, through my purpose on earth, you can you can you can earn a living. You can become prosperous doing what you came here to do. You are completely unlimited. We are completely unlimited. We are only limited by our beliefs. So working at 9 to 5 was hell for me because I believe I did not come to this planet to put cars together for 13 hours and go home every single day. No, I have a greater purpose. Now, for those that feel like that was their purpose, fantastic. That wasn't my purpose. So for other people like me, I highly advise you to become a money magnet, a prosperity magnet. So you don't have to work for anybody because money is crucial. Money is the blood of the economy. Now, things shouldn't be that way, but they are. It is what it is. That's how the system was designed. The only way for you to get out the rat race is for you to have enough money to buy your way out. And that's what I teach people.
Thank you so much. Wow. What you said is so powerful. I was sitting there absorbing. I was like, whoa. Oh, I was like, okay, I need to go to the next level, right? What you said is so true. How can we take that next step into becoming a money magnet? I know that that's where all we're here to learn about. How can we? Because I know that you have rewired your brain, your
For
perception,
sure.
to see that way. You know, how can we get to that place where you're at? Because I'm trying to pick, where can we get to that place?
You have to rewire the brain. You have to reprogram your subconscious mind. You do that through repetition. Let every conversation about money be a prosperous one. Even if it isn't, say that it is. I have more than enough money. I always have more than enough money. I am prosperous. I am rich. I am successful. I am a money magnet. Say it so much that it annoys other people around you. See, thing is, each word that you speak, each sentence is an affirmation because your subconscious mind is always listening. Your subconscious mind is always picking up what you are hearing and saying, but especially your self-talk. Your self-talk becomes your belief, and what you believe, I promise you, becomes your reality in the physical plane. In any plane, actually. In any plane, any dimension, what you believe shapes and becomes your reality. So let every word that comes out of your mouth regarding money be a prosperous conversation. I am abundant. I am successful. I am wonderful. All things lead to my success, happiness, and wealth. Man, every day for about 2 years, I did this. Every single day, I did this. And I noticed how my financial situation started to change. See, thing is, many people have a sneaky subconscious belief that money is dirty or wrong. Money is simply energy. What you do with that money determines the good or the bad. But money is neutral. But money is a conscious energy. Money has ears, as Reverend Ike would say. Money is like a woman. If you talk bad about her, she'll want nothing to do with you. So make friends with money. Money is a wonderful tool to create your life. Listen, right now I'm living the life of my dreams. For years, I visualized living on the water in Florida with my own boat and my dock. Man, I talked about it for years. I manifested that house. Right now, I'm living like in that house right now. Partially because I became friends with money. Money isn't evil. Money is beautiful if you use it beautifully. Money is absolutely magnetic. Now, don't make money your only object. Money is a byproduct of service. We all have talents. We all have gifts. These gifts will make way for us. These gifts will your gift should be used for service. And service usually turns into compensation from a prosperity standpoint. So use your gifts, your talents, your wisdom to help others, to serve others. And I promise you, somehow, some way, money has to come to you. It just has to. Because what you put out always comes back to you, negative or positive. So that's my advice on that.
That was so powerful. Holy crap! I hope that people are watching this. I know that there are some people who subscribe to my channel. There are because I check, because usually I can tell whatever they're interested in by checking their channel or whatever their likes is. I can see, but what you say is so powerful. Thank you so much for that. That's I'm grateful for that. But I also want to talk about the school system, right?
Okay.
Because I was in special education. This is what my mission in life too is, to be able to impact the education, the special education, because I believe that I grew up in a world where people determine your intelligence by the grades, by the IQ, which I despise. I know people don't like it, but I hate the school system of America, because the way that they train the student to become a zombie, to become a worker, as you say, for the rich. And it was
Right.
designed to be like assembly line for the rich, because I listen. You heard of Seth Godin?
Yes, I have. Yes.
Yes, I dived deep to where I read the history of why what school was built, why they have 9 to 5. Like you said, if people like 9 to 5, they can keep it, stuff like that. It's not for me. I would hate going to there because I like my time. I like my free time. I like to think. I like to observe great things in my life,
Right.
and that's why I resonate with your message. And the school system label as me as special education, but yet it doesn't. It doesn't. I This one is frustrating me because like there will be student who is in special education and yet they have talent and special gift, and they're not being developed or potential. I think that's a problem with that. And how can you, for advice for people who are in special education or education, to be able to see a different world?
Do not let other people's opinion of you become your reality. What other people think of you does not have to become your reality. Les Brown said that, and it's absolutely true. Um, just like you, I was also labeled, but something within me knew that I was greater than other people's opinion of me. See, thing is, who care? Listen, who cares what they think about you? What do you think about you? Because your belief becomes your reality. Now, thing is, some people let other people's belief become their reality. Your beliefs shape your reality. Your beliefs shape what you attract in your world. Every single time. Every single time. So thing is, you cannot let other people make you feel bad. Listen, this is your rodeo. This is your creation. Success is the greatest revenge, people say. And it's absolutely true. Because in my life, so many people doubted me. Family members doubted me, and it broke me down. But then I realized my power and how powerful my thoughts are. And what I think about, I attract and become. What I feel deeply, I attract and become. So for you, you must take back your power. You must take back your power. Take back your power. You know what? All is well. I am magnificent. I am wise. I'm smart. I am brilliant. I am talented. Only you can stop you. But if you let other people stop you, that's your problem.
Mm.
That's my advice on that.
That is so powerful. Thank you so much for that. Um, I, sometimes I feel like most people don't believe if I believe in the law of attraction. I do. Um, because I'm deep into like the Hermetic philosophy. That's where the secret come from. The as above so below. Um, uh, I was back then I didn't have I still don't have, but I want to change that. But I would sit there or I would visualize surrounding myself or because always want to do interview with powerful people or people that I can change the world with, right? I always wanted to interview like yourself, authors, amazing people who do amazing things to change the world, right? I always visualize surrounding myself with people. I can see it, like I can feel it when I was there. I was sitting there and I was visualized surrounding with people who I always look up to in interviews or
Right.
stuff like that. And it's slowly happening. It's not there yet, but it's there. Because I'm grateful for the author, best-selling author, Michael Lozier. He helped me to do because at first I make the mistake of doing an interview. I didn't know how, and then he helped me through the doing the interview process, right? And I realized that when we take the first step, when we are afraid, because at first I was afraid like crap, because I make tons of mistake and I feel like I was a failure. And I took the first step. I keep going and going. Justin, I have many rejection from a lot of people, from authors, from famous people, but I still keep going. At first, I hated rejection a long time ago when I was a kid, but now I got used to it because I used the principles from Jack Canfield, the
Okay.
success principle from keep asking and asking. It works, and also I think it's persistent. People think that whether because I'm bringing Bob Doy here to interview him, talk about persistent, right? So I listened to you. You were talking about persistent. It took
Right.
me 4 months. It took me 4 months to interview Bob Doy, right? And I almost wanted to give up, right? And people like don't understand that. Can you explain about persistent rejections and all those things that I just say to people?
Well, thing is, reality is nothing but held, persistent thought.
Mm,
This phone that I'm holding right now is a held thought. This vase right here, this is a held thought. Nothing comes into manifestation without a held thought. You must hold to your vision no matter what. Persistence is necessary. Challenges come to everybody. Okay? The greatest human beings alive all had challenges. They're necessary. But if you quit, you don't deserve the reward. You don't deserve it. You gotta listen, no matter what, you gotta persevere. Reality is born through held thoughts. You must hold to the vision no matter what. No matter what. However unlikely. See, one of the greatest traits that every successful person has is delusion. You have to become delusional. You have to believe that you can have more than what you have right now, even if it's unlikely. You have to be delusional. See, those that believe in miracles always seem to attract more of them because they believe in them, even if it seems unlikely. Listen, this reality is holographic in nature. It is always changing and molding based on our consciousness, based on mass consciousness. You are unlimited because these visions you have, these thoughts that you have, is 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 pure energy. Everything is energy. When you hold a thought, you are forming this matter. You, you're always creating your life, no matter what. Thought is matter. Thought is solidified matter. Nothing happens without holding to your vision. Everything that you see from this chair that I'm on, this shirt, was a idea in someone's mind, but through action, through perseverance, through action, they manifested it. Everything starts with thought. You must hold to your vision. Go through the trials and error, but you got to persevere, no matter what.
Right.
No matter what.
Yeah, thank you. That's really powerful for the viewers and for myself. Thank you so much. Like I was sitting here, right? I was like sitting here observing. I was like, man, what a great, your thoughts is like very it flows, right? And how you would think. Oh man. Um I asked you before, right? On Instagram, and because I was frustrated with people, because I'm when I read books, like I don't know if you heard about Grant Cardone. You heard about Grant Cardone?
I have not. No.
It's he's a great he teaches how to he teaches how to his book is sell on sold or be sold. He teaches how to sell yourself because everyone
Okay.
gets, and that's how I try to get all the authors and interview, because I would I don't have lots of subscribers. People say it's a waste of time, but thank you for so much for interviewing today. I would ask all the authors, from whether Bob Proctor, from Brian Tracy, all these people, how they set their goals. And because I've become frustrated with people sometimes, well, it's because I wanted to think bigger, out, not inside, because our whole life we've been thinking inside. Be People say be realistic, or if you're so unrealistic, nothing can happen. But when I become unrealistic, when I stick to my vision, things would become true to my reality, right? Like if I just stick, it's like if I would describe how would I feel like after I interview people who I looked up like for books, and I never thought that that would become my reality, right? And I thought that because I interview many different people, whether it's from law of attraction, but also kung fu artists, because they're part of me, right? I interview an amazing person from Jeet Kune Do, right? His father trained with Bruce Lee, and that manifested, and then I want to go that route, right? To be able to manifest anybody who I want, not like I wanted to do interview whoever I want, you know. And
Right.
and and you said I would put it in writing, and I write them often revisiting them. I make my goals so big that they seem delusional. Then I imagine them as already a reality while taking action on your Instagram. And I agree with that. I this one hit home for me, because I believe that so many of people who are into law, I know that they can do so much more, you know?
For sure, for sure. But sometimes you have to adopt that delusional quality. You have to be delusional sometimes, man. You gotta believe. You gotta believe. You gotta listen. I mean, you have to sometimes look crazy, and that's okay. But you won't look crazy once you manifested exactly what you said you would. Hold to your vision.
Thank you.
Hold to your vision.
Thank you. And for you, because I also want to talk about a lot of things about, because I know that you wrote a book and you're an author, and I want to become an author. But you know, because I was listening to Mark Victor Hansen, right, where he asked 100 or something so best-selling author from nonfiction to fiction, and I wanted to ask you,
Yeah.
um, uh, I will ask you the process later, but why did you write I Wish I Knew the 20 years ago, and what message are you trying to convey to the readers?
You know, when I wrote that book was almost channeled work. True story. You know, I really don't even remember writing half that book. I, I really don't. The purpose behind that book is to remind others of who they are and what they can actually do. Who you are and what you can actually do. Your limitless potential in reality. Listen, man, this law works every single time for every single person. It works. And I don't see how you cannot be inspired by this law. I mean, we are limitless. We are limitless. We can have it all. Anything you want. Listen, see, thing is, like the reason why like I said this is because everything that I wrote down, literally from A to Z, I have manifested in my life. Every single thing that I wrote down, from my income to my followers to my company, everything manifested because I knew what I wanted. So the purpose of this book was to get people out of fear and into faith. You can do it. You can have it. You can be it if you can clearly visualize it. And
That's
that's
so
it. Yeah.
that's so powerful. Thank you. Um. Oh wait, for Oh yeah. Were you detailed in your writing, like for your goals, like income, your company, your followers, or your vision?
My details. Okay. So thing is, I wanted a 2013 SS Black Camaro. I wanted a 5 bedroom, 4 bathroom house in Florida on the water with the boat. I wanted to earn over $100,000 in 1 year. I wanted 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. I wanted, what else did I say I wanted? A CityCom scooter. So thing is, okay, so these seem to be material things, right? What I come to believe now is that basically we live in this 3D physical reality to have a physical 3D experience. Now things don't get obsessed with these things, of course not. But you deserve to experience them. So my list was everything that I wanted to experience in this physical world, and I manifested it. Let me show you something. You see that car?
Uh-huh.
You see that? Oh,
Yeah.
That was my SS Camaro that I wanted. And I manifested it. And that, listen, every single day, every day, no matter what, early in the morning, I would drive that car in my imagination. I would feel the seat under me. I would smell the smell of a brand new car. I would hear the engine roar. I made it as real as I possibly could. And lo and behold, on my birthday, my wife surprised me with my car. Listen, I'm telling you, if you hold to your vision, it has to manifest. This is a law. It has to come to pass. But how badly do you want it? Can you hold that vision for 5 years? Can you still believe even if nothing seems to be happening around you? See, with manifestation, there is a gestation period. You must plant the seed in fertile soil. You must water it every single day. Give it ample amounts of sunshine. And through the law of gestation, it has to sprout. It has to eventually, negative or positive. I teach people how to get the positive. Write down your goals. Your goals are seeds. Write down your goals. Visualize them often. Take at least one step every single day towards that goal. One action. Feel as if you already have it. And before you know it, from all those steps, you'll look up and you have your goal manifested right in front of you and say, wow, I did it. This is crazy. This is crazy. Like, I really did it. This works for everybody, but you have to know what you want. Write down your goals.
That's so powerful. Thank you. I was listening to your story, but I was like thinking about like, oh crap, I want it. When you say that stick to your goals, right? When people, oh yeah, okay, I remember now. 5 years ago, I wrote down what I wanted to, because I didn't know a way to connect with people like yourself, right?
Okay?
And I wanted to interview many amazing people, and it took me 5 years to stick to that vision. And what you said was true. You have to stick to it, right? And you
Yeah.
know, and it's crazy, man. Like, I wish that people would be like more into like love. Oh, the only reason is this, right? So, okay, I don't know if this is your experiences, right? When I watched The Secret, right? I wanted to I wanted to show everybody the secret, right? I wanted to talk about the law of attraction all the time, right? But it's people don't believe it. People think it's weird. Some people have watched it, right? People
Right.
have watched it, and people don't. People say, I don't believe that,
Right.
right? Right? And I was like, and it was kind of discouraging. I was what was it? I looked up a website and they had the law of attraction, and I was like, this is amazing, and I thought I was crazy because I thought I was the only one that know about this thing. I don't know if that was your experience. Was that your experience, or how did you like when you discovered the law of attraction or the secret?
And that's my experience now, actually, still. Um, my family knows that I teach this information. And to them, like, they don't fully agree with it, but they see the evidence all around me. So it's like, I don't believe this stuff works. Boom, boom, boom. But when I started to manifest everything that I said I would, that's when everybody's, their their jaw dropped to the ground. It was like, okay, Justin, how are you doing this? How are you manifesting all these things? This law works for every single person. Okay? Black or white, young or old, it doesn't matter. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man.
You're welcome.
I got some mail. Woo! Christmas. Uh, but yeah. So yeah, listen. People will doubt you. People will not believe in your vision, and that's okay. That's okay. Because once you manifest what you said you would, everybody's ears perk up. It's like, okay, maybe there's something to this. Of course it is, because you're always manifesting things in your life. You're always drawing things into your life, negative or positive, based on the vibration that you hold, based on your frequency. What you putting out? What are you putting out? What does your frequency look like? What does it feel like? Because like energy always attracts more like energy. So for me now, my energy is a wealthy energy, a prosperous energy. That's what I gel with. Prosperity, abundance, opulence, success. That's what I emanate, and that's what I attract back into my life every single time. So hold to your vision, and who cares? Who cares if people don't follow what you believe in? Live and let live. What works for you works for you. What works for them works for them. Let them live their life, and you do the same for you.
Right. Thank you so much. What is because as I say, I want to become an author. What is your writing? I know you say you channel, but what is your writing process and how do you get it published?
Well, for me, like I self-publish,
Mm.
and I own my own publishing company, YouAreCreators Publishing, and my writing process was really easy. I forced myself to write at least 1,000 words a day. After about 100 words, everything flowed. After writing 100 words, I don't remember anything else. Like my book was almost channeled work. I'm so serious. Like something would just take over, and I would just kind of like it was like automatic writing almost. It was crazy, but that's my process. Just get started.
Okay.
Force yourself to get started, and somehow, some way, you'll find the energy to complete it. Emerson said, "Do the thing, and you'll find the energy to do the thing." But just start doing the thing. Even if no ideas are coming to you, write anything. The dog ran across the street, write anything. But sooner or later, something's going to happen. Something's going to click, and everything's going to come together, and you're going to write everything smoothly. Just get started.
Okay. Thank you. Um, I have, this is my favorite part. I have a couple, because my dream and vision would be surrounded by authors, an entrepreneur that I look up to. It's pretty cool. I interview because I listened to one of your interview. Because I was like, this guy is really like me, right? I was like, holy crap, because nobody go into taboo nowadays, right? And you're into taboo, or not taboo, but I mean like.
Right. I know what you meant. I know
Yeah,
what you meant.
yeah, and you're like me because basically I love alchemy. I love occult, but people have this the idea behind occult or alchemy are evil, and I love like imagining like aliens, right? I don't know if people, for me, because I listened, we were your talk about aliens or kind of like that. But for me, I do believe that aliens are true because I don't know if I saw it one time. I saw it like there was like a disc, and I looked up a bunch of lights. Yeah, I thought it was crazy, but anyway, it was in the boarding school, and I was outside of the my dorm, and I saw the lights, right? And then I would like looked up, it disappeared, right? So
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, you know what, man? I mean, this is a big universe, man. I haven't seen anything personally, but don't discount anything. I mean, this is a vast, vast universe. They say for every grain of sand on the earth, there is an Earth like planet in the universe. That is astronomical. So, I mean, I don't doubt anything. I don't doubt anything. I'm pretty sure that there's more out there than just us. I'm pretty sure of it. But, you know, for right now, yeah, I haven't seen anything, but I'm pretty sure they're out there. Pretty sure. But you know what? My phone's about to die. So thank you so much for this interview. I appreciate everything. Keep grinding. Keep hustling. You can find me on Instagram, YouAreCreators, on YouTube, YouAreCreators, and also download my free apps, the Law of Attraction Library, and also the Affirmation Reminder. You can find them completely free in your app store. And yeah, check them out.
Okay. All right. I'll see you. Thank you. Have a great
Thank
day.
you so much.
Okay.